Welcome back with a new math tutorial. This video we are talking about rates. Before we start with the rate, we just revise the meaning of the ratio. Ratio is comparing between two quantities with the same kind of units. Just we need to compare between the length and length, height and height, weight to the weight, price to the price. But if we have different kind of units, it will be rate. So the rate that we compare between two quantities by division. Just divide the first quantity by the second quantity. And the two quantities with different kind of units, we just combine the price to the number of hours, the mile to the gallon. If you simplify the rate and you write the denominator equals to 1, that will be defined by the unit rate. So the unit rate is the simplest form of the rate, and the denominator in this case equals to 1. You will find that in the first problem. We need to find each unit rate and round to the nearest hundred if that's necessary. So number 1, we have $300 for 6 hours. If you need to find the rate, just we divide. Divide the number of dollars by the number of hours. So it will be equals, we just divide 300 by 6. By solving the question, you will find that the answer will be equals to 50. 300 here is dollar. So the first unit that we have is dollar. And the second quantity is hours. So it will be $50 per hour. In question number 2, we have 220 miles in 8 gallons. To find the rate, just we will divide. Because we said the rate is comparing between two quantities with different kind of units. Just we need to compare between them. We have 220 miles that will be used by 8 gallons. So the answer now in the simplest form will be equals 27.5. Now we need to find the unit of the rate. 220 is mile. So the answer now will be equals to mile. And the second unit now is gallon. So it will be equals to 27.5 mile per gallon. In question number 3, we have 360 miles in 6 hours. Now we need to find the rate. The first quantity that we have, which is 360. We need to divide it by 6. By simplifying, you will find that the answer will be equal to 60. To find the unit of the rate, just we write the unit of the first quantity, which is mile, and the unit of the second quantity, which is hour. So it will be 60 mile per hour. It means for each 1 hour, it will cover 60 miles. In question number 4, we have a relation between the number of customers and the number of days. Now we need to find the rate. We said the rate just we compare between the two numbers by division. So the first one, which is 6,840, just we divide it by 45. Now you will find that the answer will be equals to 152. 152 and the first quantity with the unit customer, and the second one will be equals to day. So 152 customer per day. In question number 15, we have a relation between the number of faces that have been painted and the number of minutes. We have 2 faces will be painted in 8 minutes. Now we need to find how many faces would be painted in 40 minutes if we are painted with the same rate. So we just need to find the 2 units of the rate. So the first unit, which is the number of faces, and the second one, which is minute. So we need to find how many faces per minute. So just divide face by minute. The given information at the beginning, which is, we have 2 faces that will be happen in 8 minutes. Now we need to find the number of faces that will be painted in 40 minutes. So by using cross multiplication, just write x will be equal. The number which is opposite to x will be written down. The 2 numbers which are written opposite to each other will be written up. So it will be 2 times 40. By solving, you will find that the answer will be equals to 10. Now we just need to find how many faces. So it will be equals to 10 faces. In this relation, we are talking about 2 different stores. The first store offers 4 CDs for $60, and the second one is offering 6 CDs for $75. We need to find which one is giving the better offer. So we just need to find the unit rate of each one. So to find the rate of the first store, just we will divide the price by the number of CDs. In all of the questions which are related to the rate, once you find the price, just divide the price by the number of items. So we just divide 60 by the number of items, which is 4. So the answer now will be equals to 50. The unit of 60, which is dollar, so it will be $15. And the unit of 4, which is CD, so it will be $15 per CD. Now we need to find the second rate. To find which one is the better price. The second one that we have, which is $75, that's for 6 CDs. Just we will divide the dollar by the number of items. In all of the cases, just divide the price by the number of items. By simplifying, you will find that the answer will be equals to 12.5. The unit of the 75, which is dollar, and 6 will be the number of CDs. You will find that the second store had a better price. In question number 17, we have a relation between the number of hours and the number of miles. After 3.5 hours, we can cover 217 miles. If we are moving with a constant speed, how many miles will be covered after 4 hours? Now we compare between two different units. The first unit, which is hour, the second one, which is mile. So we just write the two units of the rate. We just need to find the relation between the number of miles to the number of hours. So it will be. Now the first relation that we have, or the first given that we have, 217 covered in 3.5 hours, will be equals. We need to find how many miles will be covered in 4 hours. By the same way, we'll use cross multiplication. So x now will be equals. The number which is opposite to x will be written down, and the two numbers which are written opposite to each other will be written up. So we have 217 multiplied by 4. By simplifying, you will find that the answer will be equal to 148. We just need to find x, which is the number of miles, so it will be 248 miles. In this table, you will find that we have the prices of 3 different bags of dog food. Now we need to find which one has the better price. To find the better price, it means we just need to find the unit rate of each one. So for the first type, you will find that we have 40 pounds, that's for $49. As we said before, to find the rate and we have a price, just divide the price by the number of items. So it will be 49 just we divided by 40. By simplifying, you will find that the answer will be equal 1.23. Now the unit of the first number, which is dollar, and the unit of the second one, which is pound, because we are talking about the price of each pound. For the second rate, you will find that the price of 20 pounds is 23.44. Just we will divide 23.44 by the number of pounds. So the answer now will be equals to 1.17. The unit of the first number, which is dollar, and the unit of the second one, which is pound. After that, we'll find the third rate. It will be 9.88 divided by 8. By simplifying, you will find that the answer will be equal to $1.24 per pound. You will find that the second one is a better price. Just we need to compare between them. For any question related to the price, just we need to write the answer with 2 decimal places. So we have here 1.23, 1.17 and 1.24. Just we need to compare between them. You will find that all of the whole numbers are the same. So look at the decimal. We have 23, 17 and 24. You will find that 17 will be the lowest price. And that's how can we compare between the unit price.